Aspen Pittman is one of the music industry's great inventors. Whether it's his creation of the well-known groove tubes for guitar amps or his best-selling tube amp book, Aspen always knew how to create something with a vibe. I never got the chance to meet Aspen before he passed, but today we get the chance to film and record episode 4 in a recording studio he built and designed called Aspen's Place Recording Studio. I recorded my blues trio album CROSSROADS here in 2023, and besides the amazing amount of guitars, amps, and gear in this room, we also brought in some special guests to add to the magic. Hold on to something because it's about to get funky. What do you get when you take two of your bands in different combinations and add a special guest to the mix? You get a live recorded music series that's been a dream of mine for years in the making. I've been a touring artist for over 2 decades, so whether I'm in a studio or out performing at clubs and festivals, music always is the magic that brings me home. My name is Nikhil Korula, and this is Sight and Sound.
Won't you come and play? It's a good day. Won't you come and play? 'Cause the music won't stop when your heart just wants you to play. 'Cause the music won't stop when your heart just wants you to play. There's a red house over yonder, baby. That's where my baby stays. There's a red house over yonder, baby. That's where my baby stays. Well, I ain't been home to see my baby in 99 and one half days. When there's something's wrong, the key won't unlock this door. Way back over yonder, across the hill. Might as well go back on over yonder, baby. Way back over yonder, across the hill. My baby don't love me no more. I know sister will be.
Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Sight and Sound. For this special episode, we don't have one special guest, we have 2. Please welcome singer-songwriter, blues musician, keyboard keyboardist extraordinaire, I should say.
It's good grammar.
Mr. Bob Malone. How are you?
I'm all right.
Dude, you have been playing all over the world with your original projects. You've been playing with John Fogerty for 12 years. But you've been writing music and playing keyboards forever. You actually, we share a parallel because you said you were classically trained.
That's right.
So I was classically trained in opera. Tell me how classical music influenced your playing.
I think it just made me a kind of a better overall musician. Give me like a broader understanding of everything.
Right.
I think, you know, it makes my playing kind of more clean, you know. I still love classical music.
Who are your favorite composers to play?
Oh, well, I play all of them badly, basically. You know? But, you know, Rachmaninoff.
Yeah, he's the
Beethoven,
man, yes.
You know.
Usually all keyboardists love Chopin and Rachmaninoff.
Yeah,
Those
I
are the
love
two.
Yeah, Chopin I love, but it's like incredibly, it doesn't lay well for me.
Right.
But, you know, I in that world, I was like, you know, I probably would have been a mediocre, you know, classical pianist.
I don't think so. I think you could still rock some classical
Yeah,
music
I
if you
can
wanted
play
to.
it, you know. In the context of that I'm in now, like if you can play it at all, everyone just thinks you're a genius. You know?
Right.
Because you have the knowledge, like a lot of people just don't.
Well, you have such a great feel to your playing. How did jazz and funk and soul and blues kind of seep into your playing after you started?
My whole thing was like really young. I loved, like when I started playing, I loved classical music. I really loved jazz. It was like I was 12, 13, and like late 70s, early 80s, like fusion was still happening.
Right.
And I loved that stuff. And I never really acknowledged genre, basically, you know, like it was all just music to me. And I kind of came to rock and roll late. I was probably 15 when I really discovered pop music at all. You know, I was just really immersed in classical and jazz music. And so by the time I discovered it, I had all that weird kind of background, you know, and listening to a lot of Stravinsky, then Billy Joel. You know
That's
what I mean?
awesome. Herbie Hancock and Chick Corea were big influences on you.
Yeah. Like that acoustic piano duo live record they did. It's incredible. Like I just was glued to that as a kid. Like couldn't get enough of it. The funny thing is, I listened to those guys, and I can't really say they were. Like even then, I knew I was never going to play as well as either of them.
Right.
So
right.
I kind of steered myself in other directions, but it was a huge thing for me, that stuff.
When you also started writing songs, which is so cool because, you know, it's like it shows your versatility as a musician because you're also kind of like also writing songs and singing melodies and singing lead on all their songs. So tell me how that influenced your writing coming from the jazz background and classical, which is mostly instrumental for the most part.
Yeah, I listened mostly to instrument. Yeah, when I started writing songs, that's what I really fell in love with. Above playing, like I can play and I love to do that, but I really love to do a song, write a song and connect. Like there's a way you connect with people through a great song that is just untouched by anything else, you know. Like as soon as I started doing that, that was the thing for me, was to write as great of a song as I could, you know.
Well, that's like the hardest thing because it's like you never know when that song's going to come. But you spent a lot of your adult life also touring with John Fogerty. He was a great songwriter. Yeah. Was there any kind of like tidbits of wisdom that he gave you, like on the road or playing or in the studio?
No, he doesn't really give you wisdom. I mean, the thing I really took away from that more than anything else was the importance of really just sounding like yourself.
Right.
Right? Like, you can be great and sound just like other people, and it doesn't matter, right? That's already been done.
Right.
You know, like playing every night, play with him, 2 notes, you know it's him, right? People, and what I also learned kind of as I got older and got around all that is, you know, even people I hate, like musicians I really don't like, famous musicians, they all have a sound. Like, you know it's them and a couple of notes. And that is the most important part. You know, whether I like it or not has nothing to do with it. Like, I used to be like, I hate them. Why are they big? You know, and now like they're big because nobody else sounds like them. Right. And that is the essence of the whole thing. So, yeah, I really, in the last 15 years, really made a point of letting go of trying, like, of my influences and really trying to sound like
and just writing a good song.
Writing a good song, just singing like I sing, play like I play. I mean, you can hear my influence. They're always going to be there. Everybody has them. But, you know, it was freeing to just be like, oh, I should just be me. You know, because when I was growing, I was a nerdy kid, unpopular kid. Like, I didn't want to be me.
Right.
The last thing I wanted to be, as soon as I started being me, everybody responded in a completely different way. Like people
That's amazing.
became much like real fans, and really wanted to hear me because there was no substitute, I hope.
Well, it was really important for me to have you on this show because you played on my last Blues Trio record, you played on Struttin', and you played on Pride and Joy too. But man, it's been such an honor to know you as a musician, know you as a person, and thank you so much for being a guest on Sight and Sound and for playing your ass off on all these songs.
No problem.
You're such a terrific
I
musician.
feel like I should redo my part.
No, you sounded
I never
great.
leave the studio thinking, I really nailed that. We're into that part of the session where we've been here, like I have a studio wall. Like after I've been in the studio for a certain amount of time, everything just sounds terrible to me. Like I have no idea if I just played great. Everyone's like, "You killed that solo." I'm like, "Yeah, it was terrible." That's pretty much all I can think right now. So I'll probably listen to it tomorrow and I'll be like, well,
I'm gonna love it, and you're gonna love it too. And
no,
you
I'm
sounded
sure it was
fantastic.
fine.
You sounded
I know it's
fantastic.
psychological now. So
Well, that's the inner zen of the musician struggle. So
yeah, that's right.
It's good to know that you still have that struggle because you are a beast of a musician, just like Gregg Wright. It was such an honor to have you on as a guest. Thank you, and we got to make more music, man.
Yeah,
That's just what has to happen.
Call me up. I'm here.
Cheers.
Except when I'm not. Thank you.
Well, check out Bob Malone. He's playing Struttin', and he's playing on Price of Falling Down and Red House with Gregg Wright and the rest of the band, the NK Power Trio with some horns. We'll see you in a bit.
Lover, undercover, wasting time. Well, take the summer, I changed my number to cut my line. Good love is on the way. I've been lonely, but I know I'll be okay. Good love is on the way. I've been broken hearted, but now the ghost is finally gone. Don't broken people, this isn't me I'm working on. 'Cause I know good love is on the way. I've been lonely, but I know I'll be okay. On the way. Good to go wherever I need it. Backs up back and I'm down by the door. You can take all the tricks up my sleeve, I don't need them anymore.
All right, here we are with singer-songwriter, blues musician Gregg Wright. How are you, Greg?
I'm good, Nick. How
Thanks,
you doing, bro?
Thanks for being on Sight and Sound, episode 4. This is such an extreme honor. Greg is a very accomplished guitarist, and he actually played with Michael Jackson on tour for the Thriller tour. So tell me about what that experience was like, and how did that shape your musicianship?
It was probably, because I come from a military family, so like I grew up with a certain amount of discipline, myself and my brothers, because you know our folks expected us to do things, you know, clothes hung up, shoes shined, that whole bit. So I've always approached musicianship in that same sort of way, you know.
Discipline.
Yes. And getting with the Jacksons was like, those guys were on the same page, and I really took to it, you know. We rehearsed, extensive rehearsal, like 3 months of 7 days a week. Wow. 15 hours a day.
I'm going to make sure I tell my band that.
Yeah, man. You know, you got to put in the work.
You said something really cool to me on my radio show a while ago. You said that when Michael wanted to come out with the band, he wanted to punch the audience in the mouth with how good and how impressive the sound and how much energy there was in the band. Tell me what that experience was like. There must have been like a lot of energy that came up to the top right when you hit from the top.
I know what Gladiators felt like. I will never forget the first time, this was at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And when we came down the tunnel and the lights in the stadium went down, oh my God.
That must have been a rush.
You couldn't hear yourself think.
Wow. That's pretty wild.
When that crowd went, it was deafening, even though you were in a tunnel, right?
Well, there's some great clips I've been seeing of you playing with Michael Jackson. You're playing the Thriller. You're playing the Beat It solo, the Eddie Van Halen Beat It solo. Mm-hmm. And Michael's dancing right next to you, and he's in his red jacket, and he's doing all the moves. First of all, tell me what that first rehearsal was like when you first saw Michael and he asked you to play a little bit of that solo.
Well, you know, we didn't see him for the first 2 months.
Right.
You know, we were just rehearsing. The brothers were rehearsing us. And we had all split up in groups. Guitars went over to Tito's house. Keyboards went to somebody else's house. And we worked for a couple of months like that. And then when we finally got together as a band, it was like 2 months into the thing. And then I was at this rehearsal and we're playing something. And I'm really concentrating. I really want to get this right. I got my head down. And everybody stops playing. And I'm like, man, what you stop for, man? We had it going.
Right.
All of a sudden I look up, and in the doorway there's Michael. And this guy just had so much charisma. And he goes, oh, man, what did y'all stop for? He was thinking the same thing I was thinking. What did y'all stop for, man? That was great. So he come up, man, and he introduced himself to everybody. Asked everybody to play a little something. And I was the new guy. And I was the last person to meet and greet. And he shook my hand. And he said, hey, I heard you can play the Beat It solo amazing. So I had these 2 brand new Mesa boogies that I hadn't really dialed them in yet.
Right.
Can you play a little bit of it for me? And in a split second, I thought, okay, I've got the world's #1 pop artist wanting me to play, and he's standing right next to my amplifier. Should I be polite and just play it nicely, or should I blow his head off? I'll just blow to it. That was all in a split second, by the way. And he stuck his head down in the speaker, boy, and I let him have it.
Must have pushed him back a little bit.
But his eyes popped out like, wow.
And you know what? A fun fact, like Maya Sykes, a good friend of mine who's in episode 3, her uncle designed Michael Jackson's outfits, and you told me that you tried on Michael Jackson's glove. That's like a very coveted experience because not many people have had that. Tell me what that experience was like.
Well, where were we? I forget where we were. Maybe we were doing a sound check. I don't remember. But it was sitting there on the drum riser. And I just passed by and I was like, Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe if I put the glove on, I'd suddenly have superpowers,
Right.
So I tried it on and I was surprised how heavy it was.
Right.
Because it was glass beats.
So crazy. We got the chance to jam together on Jimi Hendrix's Red House, and I know that was a profound experience for you because you got to see Jimi Hendrix live. Tell me what that influence was like on you, because it's definitely influenced your playing, your sound, your tone, your musicianship, and I want to know what that first experience of seeing Jimi Hendrix was like for you.
That was the very first concert I ever went to.
Wow. It's all downhill from there, man.
And it changed my life completely. Completely. Well, I was telling you earlier, upstairs, I wanted to be a football player.
Right.
That's what I wanted to be. And I was actually getting ready to go to football summer camp that coming August. And I saw Hendrix. I remember the date. It was June 13th, 1970, at the Baltimore Civic Center. And I played a little guitar, but I wasn't really a guitar player.
Right.
I just played a little guitar, noodled around, had fun with it. That was it. But when I saw that, whoever I was when I came into that auditorium, by the time that concert was over, I was a completely different person.
That's amazing. That makes sense. Well, he's influenced your music, your guitar playing, your tone, everything. And I just want to tell you, it's been such an honor to have you be a part of this experience.
Oh, this is wonderful, man.
Thank you for being a guest.
Appreciate you having me.
Of course. We're going to do a lot more than just this, but check out Gregg Wright with the NK Power Trio playing Red House and The Price of Falling Down. Thanks for being a guest on Sight and Sound, Greg.
Thank you, sir.
Meant to hurt someone, you can't even start to try. But with all the lies, baby, scenes were falling down, scenes were falling back down. We'll hold our walls to keep us safe. Takes a lot to say I'm wrong. Did you ever think this through? You stole my chance to see the truth. You fear of falling down. You fear of falling back down. Keep your secrets inside. Why not try to decide if we're willing to hide, baby? The price of falling down. The price of falling back down. Seem to heal your wounds. Leave me bleeding soon. I'll bleed for you. One of these days we'll make amends. Maybe then call us friends. But until we make that choice, it's all worth falling down. It's all worth falling back down. Keep your secrets inside. Why not try to decide if we're willing to hide, baby? The price of falling down. The price of falling back down. Oh, the price never say I lay. Said you'll never run around. Said you'll never say I lay. Let me tell you, pretty baby. Oh, I gotta set you straight. Said you'll never run around. Said you'll never say I lay. Said you'll never run around. Said you'll never say I lay. Let me tell you, pretty baby. Oh, I gotta set you straight. Won't you come out and play? Won't you come out and play? Your bits are good today. Won't you come out and play? 'Cause the music won't stop when your heart just wants you to play. Can you take all the pain while you make it rain? Do you know what to do when there's so much to lose? Could you figure for free for the price of the few? Won't you come out and play? Won't you come out and play? Your bets are good today. Won't you come out and play? 'Cause the music won't stop and your heart just wants you to play.
Subscribe right here on this button below. Let's keep this train rolling.